You want to know the thing that really, really impressed Santa? Stick around and you'll find out. The elves were really excited. They sent me a postcard from their vacation that they went out to the movies recently to see the new Barbie movie. Well, that got me thinking about all the Barbies that we've made. How long have we been doing this? Do you know we started being asked for Barbies back in 1959? Now you must think that's a long time ago. Well, that's not the oldest toy that we've been making. Oh no. You see, back in 1817, we started getting asked to make bicycles. Now before then, we had been making dolls and balls and hoop games and the ball and cup game and all kinds of really, really cool, interesting toys. But 1817 was when they started asking for bicycles. Then in 1899, that was when they started asking for this really, really cool toy called a crayon. Yes, that's when we started making Crayola crayons, was in 1899. Then in 1903, we began making a really popular toy that has never diminished even one little bit, and that is the teddy bear, named after Teddy Roosevelt, who was brought a small bear cub on one of his hunting trips, and he wouldn't shoot it and he wouldn't take it as a prize because it was just a baby. So ever after, they began making teddy bears. In 1932, the feet of every parent in the world suddenly became at risk when we started making Legos. And ever since then, it went from just some really simple bricks, really basic designs, to all these really incredible sets and kits and designs. And I swear, the elves must moonlight for that company to come up with all the really cool and interesting Lego sets that they have. In 1957, we came up with something that was not only a fun toy, it gave you a little bit of exercise and a whole lot of amusement, and that was the hula hoop. In 1960, it was really fun to watch how kids could coordinate two hands, make things go two different ways in working an Etch-a-Sketch, seeing all the designs and things that they could make and then just give it a good shake and start over again. We started doing Pokemon cards in 1996, and those have been Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all those other cards have been incredibly popular. In the 1980s, we had begun doing the Magic the Gathering cards, and those haven't slowed down at all. Okay, here it is. The one thing that has amazed me, that I did not realize until I was sitting and talking with one of the elves, that there have been over 1 billion Barbie dolls made since 1959. 1 billion! Can you imagine that? Even the elves were stunned. And it's all kinds of different Barbies. You've got Barbies with Barbie and her friends. You've got the Malibu Barbie. You've got Barbie honoring different women in history, honoring different characters from mythology, honoring different characters from movies and TV, honoring all sorts of people with various challenges and disabilities. Wheelchair Barbie, deaf Barbie. You've got all kinds of Barbies, that a toy that really helps relate to circumstances that little kids might find themselves in. Yes, there are a lot of criticisms that Barbie comes up with an unrealistic physical standard and appearance for young girls, and that is unfortunate. But it was designed to be a toy that could easily be held, and it all fits into the contours of a small child's hands. So they tried to modify that over the years and make it a little more realistic and relatable to, young kids. You've got the Ken dolls, you've got PJ, you've got all the other different ones that go along with it. It tries to be very inclusive and give everybody something to relate to. That's the thing about a toy. Something you can have fun with, something that you can connect with, something that you can relate to. So, 1 billion. Incredible. Did you have one? Like, subscribe, and comment below and let me know if you had a Barbie or a Ken doll or a G.I. Joe or anything like that when you were growing up.